in sharing my thoughts to students. And thank you for organizing this and inviting me as well for this.
Thanks, Ganesh. Thank you. So students kindly utilize. So Ganesh Ram is a very sincere student. So he has done a lot of projects when he studied in our department. So kindly utilize his expertise. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so can I start now?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yes, Ma, you can
Oh,
start.
okay. So first of all, good morning, everyone. So I hope everyone are safe and doing well. So first of all, thanks to our HOD, Anandi Madam and Balaji Sir for contacting me in LinkedIn and inviting me for giving this talk to Ishwari alumni. So I just want to, so when Balaji Sir contacted me first in LinkedIn, I was thinking about topic for a while. So I just wanted to talk about a topic which will be very much useful for you. Okay. So I think this is the right topic. I heard that second and third year students are joining in this WebEx session. So this is the right stage when you can just slowly and steadily start preparing for the interview process. Okay. So, so this is just the first slide. So this is, if you need my email ID, this is my email ID. I'll just put it over in the screen, ganeshram142@gmail.com. If you need anything, even after the session, if you need any help from my side, or if you have any doubt, you can just write an email to me. I will just check it and revert it to you. Okay. So this is the summary. Okay, so first of all, I want to hear some noise. It's like I am only talking. Any students can say hi, tell something like that. Because
Good
hi. What's your name? Hi,
afternoon, Raj.
Monish. Okay. Monish has sent hi in the chat. So I just want this session to be interactive. Okay, so after each slide, whenever you have doubt in that point, then and there you can ask. At the end also, we'll have one Q&A session. Okay, so this is the summary. So before moving each slide, I will just ask you if you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me. Then and there you can just put it in the chat, or I will just. I think it's better to talk, okay, than putting it in the chat. Okay, some of you may not have mic. That is also will be case. You just put it in the chat. I'll try to answer to those questions. So this is the high level. Summary, the points that I'll be talking over in this talk, today's session. So you can see, I'll just quickly have a give you a brief understanding about this. So choose a programming language, then choose, learn and understand the data structures and algorithm, practice programming in the sites, do the side projects for building, internship, apply for job, and some are bonus points. So apply for job, you will be working in some IT company. This is that high level summary. What are the points that we are going to cover? Okay, so each slide I will be going and I will be talking. So as I told earlier, if you have any query, you can just ask then and there. We can move forward, and at the end we'll have one more Q&A. Okay. So this is not mentioned in the summary. So this is something that rule that everyone should keep in mind. Okay, follow 70 to 30 rule. What I'm trying to say is very simple. So uh, whatever theory you are learning, right? So for example, you are learning something about uh, today what is a TCP protocol or what is a HTTP. Okay, HTTP is one of the widely used protocol. So spend some time on learning, and you have to spend some time on the implementing part also. Okay, so based on my experience, to improve your skills to become a better software engineer, you have to spend only 30% of the time on the theory part. The 70% you should spend on implementing part. Okay, so for example, today you are learning something about servlet. Okay, servlet is one of the concept in Java programming. So if you learn that concept, so open any site, any good books. Okay, understand that concept, the next thing what you have to do is you have to open any of the IDE or the tools like Visual Studio Code or anything, and you have to start writing program. Basic level, you from the basic level to the intermediate to the advanced level, you can learn many concept about that. So only thing I want everyone to understand is that what is the expectation in that what is the expectation from the industry is that you should have the practical knowledge. Okay, if you learn something in theory, that will be staying with you only till the semester exam or 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. Okay, if you do something by building some project or writing simple program, you need not think about project level also. Okay, you can just open your IDE, write a Java program, how to what are the steps to implement, as I told servlet, you can do that and check in practice and learn whatever you are learning, practice and learn. So that's why I'm telling focus 30% on theory, 70% on implementation like it will be using programming or any other tool. Okay, so that is what I want to highlight. So I'm moving to the next slide. Okay, I'll be telling this repeating this each time. So if you have any questions now itself you can just put it up. So 70 to 30%, 70% time should going on practical work, that is programming or anything. 30% work should be spent on theory. Okay, yes, any questions? Okay, I'm moving on to the next slide. See, feel free to answer anything, guys. Don't get afraid of anyone else. Okay, even it is basic question or it is a complex question. Don't think what everyone else is thinking. Okay, so you should be confident, bold enough, and you should ask multiple questions. So someone who asks questions will be knowing something. Okay, will be always be he's having interest to know more things. Okay, so next slide I'm just going. So learn and understand programming language. See, from now on, for most of the slides, I will be specifying month in the bracket. Above you can see, right? How much time you should take. Okay, so that I'll be specifying for each slide. So this is like, this PPT I will share with Balaji sir in email. This will be like a guide that you can follow. And you can, if you follow this procedure, I can very well guarantee that you can get placed in very top IT companies. Okay, the in IT industry we called it as FANG: Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. Okay, we call it by name FANG. So that company level I'm just talking. You can, if you just follow this concept, definitely. If you what are the steps I'm telling? If you follow that, if you prepare that, you can definitely do that. Okay, fine. I'll just move this aside. Okay, so every PPT that I have made, that will be having different sections, the same section, steps to be followed, the do's, don'ts, and the references. Okay, so that you are, it's like you are getting something input from me, what to do, what not to do, and what are the reference from internet or book, anything that you can use. Okay. So first thing is choose a language. I hope everyone are in second or third year. Now you would know definitely one, at least one programming language definitely you would have studied in your course. Okay. So what I'm suggesting is the first language that you are choosing. If you don't know programming, then also it is not late. Okay. It is better late than never. Okay. So you can choose any of the language, choose any one of the programming language. Famous is Python, Java, C++. Okay, any one of that you choose. So understand the basic syntax and write small programs. So as I told earlier, this I want to stress and tell again and again. If you are, if simple if condition, else condition, loops, that also you are learning in theory, you must open your IDE or text editor, write a small program, run the program, how the program is compiling, uh, it is getting executed, everything you must understand. Okay, so what you have to do is that this practical application. Once again, I'm telling whatever topic, even it is small topic, what is switch case, what is a function, what are different ways of passing parameters, everything you are studying in theory, apply it in practical. That is very important thing. And what you should not do. See, in our Anna University syllabus, in the practical labs, we will be having some questions. Okay, for we will be having practical labs for each semester. We will be having multiple topics. Okay, like 15 to 16 programs will there. Usually, most of them, what students will be doing is they like memorizing a definition. They will memorize all the programs. Okay, and some will before the 5 to 10 minutes before the exam telling I didn't study that program, what will happen if that program will come, like that students will generally discuss. Okay, I was also there in your shoes only a few years ago, so I know what will happen. So see, that is that should not be practiced. That is entirely not encouraged. Okay, first the thing you should understand is programming language is like every other language, like Tamil and English. That's what I meant mentioning over here in the don't section. See, if I'm talking in Tamil, I know Tamil. Okay, எனக்கு தமிழ் தெரியும்னா உங்களோட பேசுறேன். ஓகே, நான் பேசுறேன், உங்களுக்கு புரியுது. ஓகேவா? இந்த இப்ப நான் வந்து ஒரு சிஸ்டம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் அப்ளிகேஷன். ஓகே, நீங்க கேக்குறீங்க, யூ ஆர் லிஸ்னிங், ரைட்? ஸோ யூ ஆர் த பர்சன் ஹூ இஸ் ரிசீவிங். ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ என்னன்னா போத் ஆஃப் தெம் என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னு எப்பவுமே டிசைட் பண்ணி பண்ண மாட்டோம்ல. ஓகே, ஸோ லாங்குவேஜ் இப்போ பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். இஃப் யூ ஆர் டாக்கிங் வித் சம் ஒன், யூ டோன்ட் டிசைட் வாட் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு ஸ்பீக் நெக்ஸ்ட். Correct. Based on the situation, you will be reacting. That is how the programming should also be. Okay. Whatever problem is coming, based on that, you should react. Okay. Similarly, one people, what they do is, in day-to-day basis, multiple programming languages are invented. Many people are changing something in the programming language. If you see Java, every 6 months they are changing, releasing the new version. Okay, so the world is changing so fast. So you cannot learn everything. Okay, I also do not know everything. You also do not know everything. That everyone should clearly have in mind. You should day-to-day basis you should learn, and you should come to have a good competency level. Okay, that is what the expectation is from the industry. So language, the language that we speak, that also in India, so many languages are there. Learning all language, will it be useful to us? It is not useful. So some mother tongue everyone will know, English everyone will know, or some other language if you have stayed in somewhere else you may know. Maximum 2 to 3, or that is what language everyone knows. Similar to that, programming also, when you are starting at the beginning, focus on one language. Okay, don't worry about the language. What the company are expecting is not big company. Okay, the big company, they are not expecting from the candidate to have multiple understanding of multiple language and multiple technologies. Okay, someone who should have good problem solving skills. This word is very, very important, the problem solving skills. Okay, the problem solving skills will be improved only if you practice programming, otherwise it won't. Okay, so focus on one language, do theory and the practical part, and don't memorize the program. Okay, and utilize the lab session. See, lab session are the most important session. 3 periods we get, I remember still that. So that time, do the program that is present in our syllabus, and try to find some new program. Just read the question in lab itself, you can practice. See, if you don't find a everyday basis, in lab itself you can practice. So below I have shared some references. These are some standard references: Java documentation, C++, and Python documentation. Oh, one more thing, when preparing for semester exam or improving your knowledge about programming, try to read from standard resources. This is the official Oracle or the documentation that I have shared below. Okay, C++ also I have shared the official reference guide. Similarly, Python I have shared. Okay, any questions you have on this slide?
No, bro.
Okay. See, if you in the between, if you are having any questions, what you can do is you can just okay. You can just note it down at the end. Also, you can ask me at the Q&A session. Okay. So for each slide, as I told earlier, I mentioned the time duration also. If you properly plan and spend time in 6 to 7 months, you can just very well be prepared for the placement. Okay. The next one is learn and implement data structures and algorithms. So this I have given 1.5 months. Okay. So in the second, if you are in the second year, I think third semester we'll be having design and analysis of algorithm course. Okay. So that course is very, very important. Most important course of IT. If you ask me, that is the core. Whatever program you do, whichever company you go, everywhere you will be using some algorithm, or you will be implementing and using data structure. Based on the situation, which algorithm, which data structure you should use, so that the system performs efficiently and manages the load, it is scalable, everything. So based on the situation and the requirement, you will be doing. So what are the steps to be followed? I just mentioned in the point. So main thing I want to tell is this, reading about the data structure and algorithm also, mostly we focus majority in semester point of view, we focus mostly on theory. Okay, that is fine. That is okay. You can just write the algorithm, pass in semester, that is fine. So whenever professor is teaching the course, so for example, today professor is teaching Q. Okay, so today Q and stack is completed. Two concept is completed. Definitely they would have taught about the multiple operation. For example, if we take in case of Q, what is push, what is pop, what are the multiple operations in Q, everything they would have taught. Go to home, take your just have a recap what professor has taught, implement the queue in your own words. In your own words means using some programming language, implement your queue, write your own queue, just create a class, give the class name as my queue, implement the methods, write the method, and give some input and test your program. So this way you should learn the data structures. Algorithms, some there will be multiple standard algorithm. Try implementing that. So if there is some other problem statement, you have to read that problem statement and you have to frame your own algorithm also. Okay. So finding time and space complexity, that will be very much be asked in the interviews. Okay. So this and all, it would have, they would have already covered in the course. Okay. So just I'm just refreshing, I'm telling you what you need to do. So do's, I mentioned that in the competitive programming website, there will be problems related to data structures and algorithm. You need to practice that. Okay, whenever you get time, spend some time. You should not say that I am not having time. Okay, I know everyone now, you are having most time, since I think everyone will be studying or doing the college activities from home. So try to get time. If you have interest in something, you have to try to allocate time only. Okay, so everyone are having same 24 hours only. If you want to do something, okay. So if you, for example, I'm telling you, if you want to go to Rajinikanth movie, okay, you are a big Talaivar fan, okay. So what you will do? Anyhow, you will try to book a 4 a.m. show. So night sleep also you won't sleep properly. 4 a.m. show, you will get the ticket, pay extra money or give the normal ticket fee, go and watch the movie. Similarly, not only to the entertainment thing, everything you need to show interest. Only you show interest, then you will be become a better engineer. Okay, so then don't focus on unnecessary data sources and algorithm. This I am telling is, there are so much uh, content in data structures and algorithm is very much big. Okay, it is like a huge ocean. So just focus which are the most important. If you do a normal Google search, you will be able to know what are all the most important topics. Okay, so some references. There is a book by name CLRS. This book will be nearly 1,000 page. Don't get afraid. So this is a standard book. Okay, this is the de facto book for understanding the data structures and algorithm. You need not read the whole book. If you just Google what are all the topics that needs to be studied in CLRS, you will get the chapter's name. So based on how much time you are having, just decide whether you want to go with the book, or you can choose very good portals like Geeks for Geeks and NPTEL lectures. NPTEL is by Indian government, Department of Human Resource. IIT professors, they are giving the lectures on the core computer science subject. Not only the computer science subject, core engineering, all the engineering field subject they are giving. This NPTEL will be very much useful for all the students. Okay. So whatever course you are having in the semester, right? Like for computer networks, if you search in YouTube computer networks with the keyword along with the keyword NPTEL, some other professor will also be teaching about computer networks. So some concepts you are not able to understand, you want to get more understanding. In that case, the NPTEL lectures in YouTube are very much useful. Okay, any questions on this? Please ask any question, guys. It looks like I am only talking. Ask any question. It is not 100% necessary to be related to this slide also. You can ask something else also. What should be focus or what anything you have doubt or any other thing I can help you out. You just let me know. You can just ask. Make it interactive or put it in chat. If you don't want to talk, you can just put it in chat as well. Hello?
Sir, we need to prepare for aptitude also for interviews.
Yes, I'll come for that. It will be there in the later slide. It will come. You need to prepare for aptitude also. I think for aptitude, right from the first semester, our college will be teaching. Correct. Every week we have the placement and training period. So there they will be teaching aptitude and soft skills, both the things they will be teaching. So you need to prepare for that also. That is important. So the steps I am telling, right, this is important. This steps is applicable for all the companies. It's not like this company it is applicable, not applicable for this company. If this step is follow, even the top companies you can get placed. Any web portals for developing programming skills? Okay, Pritham Ganesh has asked some question. Okay, for any web portal for developing programming skill. Okay, so first choose which skill you want to develop. Okay, so for the web development, uh, for understanding the basic level syntax and everything, web development, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can use the Mozilla developer forum, developer.mozilla.org/learn. I think that is the URL. For web development, you can do that. Okay. For other programming language, as I mentioned earlier in the slide, for Java, C++, and other programming language, use the official documentation itself. Okay. What I recommend to every student is whenever they are learning something, right, use the official documentation. Okay, official documentation means the owner of the product is only sharing that documentation. Java right now it is with Oracle, so Oracle would have been provided detailed information about all Java, how to use Java, everything they have provided. So always I recommend to use official websites of the company. If you want to know, for example, there is new language JavaScript framework by name Node.js. Okay, if you want to know about Node.js, what you should do in Google, Node.js official documentation. If you want to know about Python, Python official documentation. The tool or technology that you want to learn, followed by the official documentation. If you Google with this, the first result itself direct from the product owner you will be getting. This is the best resource for everything. It will be in the beginning, it may be difficult to understand, but this is the best result. Okay, so I would always recommend everyone to learn from official documentation. How to become a full stack web developer? Okay, so what is the expectation from industry for full stack? I will tell you now. Okay, so there are multiple stack. Okay, so LAMP stack, mean stack, multiple stack. So LAMP will be using Linux, Apache, PHP, and one MySQL. That is LAMP stack. Okay, so for basic level, for becoming a full stack developer, you should have understanding of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the basic. Once you do this, next thing you have to learn about is the framework. For JavaScript, the famous framework Bootstrap you can learn. See, whenever I'm using the word learn when I'm talking, right? Whatever you are doing, as I remember that 30 to 70 rule, 30% on theory, 70% on doing programming. Okay, you are learning HTML, that also should be done like that only, whichever tool and technology you are learning. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and CSS Bootstrap framework. After that, what you can do is you can learn about a database. Okay, open source MySQL database is there. You can learn about that. Okay, understanding about the database. After that, for full stack development, you should learn one server side language. Okay, server side language now. different ways you can do. Okay, one thing you can do using JavaScript, one thing you can do using other programming. So if you are using Java, what you can do is you can use J2EE. In J2EE, EJB is there. EJB you can use and write the server side programming. Okay, and in servlet also can be, servlet concept in Java can also be used for doing the server side programming. Similarly, some frameworks, very famous and very in demand frameworks are there for Java, like Spring. Spring is the very famous framework for Java that can also be used for server side programming. So these are the steps. Becoming a full stack web developer, it is a big journey. So this many tools, whatever I told, you should be having to become a full stack developer. Okay, I hope Srinivasan I answered to your question. Can we use JavaScript language for interviews? Yes, JavaScript can be used. See, if some of the interviews they are asking coding question, JavaScript will also be there. It is not wrong to use JavaScript, but it is always preferable to use an object-oriented programming language. Okay, for interviews, it is recommended to learn object-oriented programming, because that object-oriented programming skill is very much important. Okay. So what are the skills required for a cyber security engineer expecting from a company? Okay. So who has asked this? Let me just check. Okay. So Pritham Ganesh. Okay. Pritham Ganesh. Okay. So Pritham, actually, I am not expert in cyber security. Okay. So, but then also just try to give you an opinion, just what you can do. So first of all, for cyber security engineers, you should be very much strong in networks. Okay, the computer networks. Okay. Okay. So you should be very much good in networks, and you should have very much good hands on Linux. Okay, that are the two things. And other than that, there are so many networking tool, and there are so many security related things going on in this. So what I would suggest is try to see in YouTube, try to search in internet, and try to learn more about security. But network and Linux, these two are very much important, and programming also important for cyber security. Okay, so in cyber security also, only if you read and understand the program, then only you can find if there is some security related exploit or something wrong in the code. Okay, so I hope somehow I tried to provide you an answer. Would recommend us to learn full stack development. If you have interest, you can follow. Okay, whatever thing you have interest, you can just follow. There is nothing wrong in learning something. So it may be useful sometime in your career. Okay, so uh, don't restrict to technology. Whatever thing you have interest, you can just learn it. Okay, sir, what is your CTC initially and now? Okay, initially and now, I would not like to comment on this question, Dasari. So it is good. So from most of them, average is there, right? In IT industry for 4 years experience, I'm earning more than that also. That more than that I am getting. That I would just like to say. Okay. Does everyone have to code after getting into a company, or any other things to do for people who are not that sound in coding? Okay, interesting question. Some people may do not have interest in coding. Okay. See, my role is software engineer. My current role is senior software engineer. Okay. I not only do coding, I have other activities also. So I discuss the approaches. Okay, architecture related discussion, integration related discussion with customers. Okay, I do the coding, I write the test cases, I do the bug fixing, I conduct the UAT, I interact with customer, I support with them, support customer. So there are multiple tasks. So if you are not very much interested in coding, you can get into testing or any other role. Okay, testing role is there. If you want to, if you are good in communication, if you then you can choose, there is a role by name business analyst, that also you can choose. So usually what will happen is that for business analyst, they will be asking for MBA, and for testing directly freshers also sometimes they hire. Okay, so there are multiple roles in IT company. So if you are not very much interested in coding, you can look after that also. I think I'll just move it to the next slide. Okay, so I hope I've answered your questions. Okay, so 1 minute. Okay, learn data structures and algorithm is over. So next thing is practice in competitive programming sites and compete. So why I am focusing on competitive programming is only if you do the competitive programming, then only your skills, problem solving skills is there, right? That will get improved. Okay, so there are multiple competitive programming sites like HackerRank, Spoj, CodeChef, Project Euler. Okay, I have mentioned this over here. So what I would recommend is, I hope some of you would have heard about competitive programming. If you don't know what is competitive programming, I'll just give a very short introduction. Okay, so in competitive programming, there will be a problem. Okay, there will be a big summary of a problem statement, and there will be in below they would have mentioned what is the input and what is the output expectation. So based on the problem, you have to do the coding and click on submit button. The website will validate whether the coding that you have performed is correct, and it is passing all the test cases. Test cases means all scenarios. For a requirement, different scenarios will be there. All scenarios, whether that is satisfied, that website will validate. So famous websites are HackerRank, Spoj, CodeChef, Project Euler. Geeks for Geeks also you can include in this. I forgot to add that. Okay, so just to stick to one steps that you need to follow. Stick to one programming site. So when you are doing that at the beginning, first try solving the easy problem. Okay, very easy basic level problem. Then solve the problem in the, if you see the site, there you can see that problem will be categorized based on easy, medium, and hard level. Okay, if the problem is easy, then if the level is first, when you are beginning, right, when you are doing for the first time, try to solve easy problem so that you can build your confidence. After that, move on to medium and hard level problem. Choose and solve problem based on topic. So choose and solve problem based on topic means in algorithms there are different concepts like divide and conquer, dynamic programming, backtracking, multiple concepts are there. If you are choosing divide and conquer, if you just go to that site and click on divide and conquer, you can implement the problems, I mean solve the problems that are based on the divide and conquer. Competitive programming improves the programming skill. This is very much important. Whenever you are writing programs, right, then only your programming skill and the problem solving skill both will get improved. Daily solve at least one problem. See, make it as a habit. Okay, uh, suddenly thinking about it one day and start doing, don't do. Like, keep a plan, proper plan. Daily do one program. Daily go to this website and do one program. Definitely after 3 to 6 months, you will be definitely a better programmer. Okay, stick to one programming site at the beginning. That's what I mentioned earlier. Don't give up easily. Try hard and try to solve problem without using reference. So sometimes you won't be able to find the solution for that problem, the problem in the competitive programming side. So don't give up easily. Try first. Without trying, you should never give up. Okay, try to write some code, try to run. If try to change the code different time. If after spending so much time you are not able to find the solution to the problem, then only you should see the reference or editorial. Editorial means that in the website itself they would have mentioned the solution for that, okay, problem. Code, they would have mentioned the code for that particular problem in the competitive programming side. When you have tried to solve the problem multiple time and then also you're not able to do, at last, that is the last situation, you should open the editorial and understand the editorial properly. Understand means first just have a glance of code, try to understand how the flow is going, which data structures they are using, which logic they are implementing. So why I was not able to think about that, note it down in some paper, that okay, so if this type of question come, I may use this type of concept. You can write your notes as well. Okay, any questions you have in this regarding competitive programming? So each side I mentioned about the timeline. 3 months you should do. minimum, so that you have a good grasp on programming and your problem solving skill is improved. Okay. Okay, moving to the next slide. Okay. Side projects for skill building. This is next 3 months. Okay. So choose domain and problem statement. So which is the domain for if I'm doing for business? Okay, finance domain. What is a problem statement? Which problem statement? Which problem my software is going to give solution? That you need to first find out. Choose the technology stack. So only if you know technology, then only you can choose a stack. So what you can do, whatever you are going to do side project, before itself, some few months before itself, you can start practicing on that technology and learn that. And when the time comes, you can start building your own side project. Learn and implement the solution using the technology stack. Okay. Everything you cannot know about the technology, learn and provide a solution you using that tool, whichever stack you are using. Create a plan for doing side project and work as per the plan. Okay, so whatever you are doing, right, there should be some plan. Okay, so see, college, if you're going to college, there is some plan. Like from this date to this date, all the syllabus should be covered. After that, these many tests we will be having. Cat 1, Cat 2 you will be having. Pre-semester 1 exam you will have, semester exam you will have. Similarly, whatever work you do, okay, everything should have a plan. Okay, all the business, everyone they are doing, everyone they are keeping a plan and they are doing only. Similarly, whenever you are building your skill, preparing for interview, then also you should have a plan and work on that plan. Okay, follow SDLC, get feedback on SDLC is software development life cycle. So I'll just give a brief info about software development life cycle. So there will be first there will be requirement gathering. So based on problem statement, the requirement will be gathered. Once the requirement is freezed, then development will happen. Development is nothing but the coding. Okay, coding part and building the software. Next we'll be doing the unit testing. The unit test case, usually the developer will be writing and he'll be validating and updating the unit test case. After the unit test case, he'll be doing the system testing. System testing, the QA is the right quality person, the tester will come and he will do the system testing. After that, we will be providing the UAT. UAT is the user acceptance testing. In the user acceptance testing, whatever we have implemented or developed, that we will be giving to the actual business users. Okay, some company has requested software for me. Their users will be there, right? Who will be using our software or product. That users, we have to give the product. They should test the whole software and give the feedback. If any problem or issue is there, they should report to us. Okay. So this is the SDLC. After that, what will happen is they will be going live in production. Okay, production means it is an environment where for everyday regular business, they will be using that software product that we have developed. Can you hear me? Can anyone confirm? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Sorry, just power was cut. So I just switched to mobile data.
Proceed.
Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, so side project. So I was talking about that. Okay, SDLC we have just completed. SDLC after the production, we'll be having support. Okay, support the same team or some other team will be doing. Support means after using the system day-to-day basis, if someone is having any problem, they will just send an email or raise in some forum, and they will share what are the problem they are facing. So we will resolve and give that. So this is how the whole SDLC life cycle is there. Okay. So another thing is get feedback of your work from friends and community. So whatever work you are doing, whatever project or software you are building, get feedback from your friends and community. You can get feedback from our college staff also, or professor also, anyone. Okay. And your home also, you can just show that and tell them how is this, how it is working good. They will give some feedback. And community, what I'm trying to say, community is like uh, there is a portal by name GitHub. Okay, very famous portal for open source development. There you can just publish your code. You can just interact or try to see others code. Okay, see in GitHub there are so many good repositories. Repositories is project. Okay, project in which code and multiple things, they have provided some solution. There you can see good projects and try to understand how they are doing coding. Okay, see, by reading the code also, you can become a better programmer. That you should keep in mind. Okay. When you read the code, you will be knowing why they are doing coding like this. You should ask that question and try to understand why we are doing like that. Okay. So choose a problem. What you should not do is choose a problem statement which can't be, which can be achieved only in 3 months. Don't choose very big problem statement like I will build a very complex software. It will use this and that. That don't keep it simple. Since you are starting now only, keep it simple and try to achieve that. Okay, that is the only thing don'ts. Okay, do you have any question? Received some certificate, you participated in competition, won something, everything, just put it, make it as a good resume and just highlight your work, everything. Okay, apply for internship from trusted sources. So if you have any contacts in IT industry, you can apply through them also, or else what you can do, LinkedIn and Internshala, you can use. The references I've shared below, right? These are famous site. If you know any other site, there also you can just apply for internship. So based on your resume only, they will call for internship. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. Prepare for interview based on your resume and get some IT work experience. Okay. So in interview preparation, important thing is whatever you put in your resume, right? That is true. Okay. Otherwise, the interviewer, definite interviewer, whosoever is there, he will just ask you questions. In 2 or 3 questions, he will know that you do not know about that concept. Simply you have lied in that question. So keep in mind, never lie in your question. So, I mean, never lie in your resume. So whatever you know, keep it, put it and try to get an internship. Try to get internship experience during the 3rd year. Why I'm telling is this, in the final year, you'll be busy with placement and other work. Okay. So in final year, second and 3rd year is good. Second year also, if you are interested, you can apply. There is no problem in that. Apply only for roles which interest you and have some related knowledge in technology stack. Okay. For example, if you are applying for front end developer, okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, some framework, you know. So you should have at least some basic level knowledge about that. Okay. Base whatever role you are applying for your internship, you should have some basic level knowledge. Okay, that's why I'm specifying apply only for role. Don't apply for all roles. Okay, then don't do like that. So so it will create problem, some problem. So whatever role, whatever domain, whatever technology you are having interest, whatever role you know, you have some experience, just apply for that. So references, I just talked about that earlier itself. So apply for jobs and network with right people. Okay. So applying for a job, it can be done using 2 ways: campus placement in college and also the off campus. Okay. So campus placement, enjoy the process. So this thing is very important. Enjoy the campus placement process. So whenever you are doing something, you should not be worried about the end result. End result in the thing, in this case, getting selected or not in the interview. See, if you are sitting for an interview, okay, and you are getting selected, in that case you are happy, everyone are happy, that is over. Okay, in that case also, what I will suggest to every candidate is this: don't get satisfied. Try to get for try hard for some better opportunity also. If you're getting one job, getting placed in one company, don't get satisfied. Okay. Try to look, there are so many opportunities in IT, there are abundant opportunities. So try hard and try to find for better opportunity. Okay. Don't stop searching for job, even if you have got one job already through placement. Okay. Next thing is, next case we will come. You are not getting selected in the interview. See, if you are not getting selected in the interview, there is something. Okay. If the interviewer is telling there itself that sorry, if you are not getting selected, mostly that won't happen. If you are knowing afterwards, just what you have to do is you have to keep calm. You have to try sitting in another interview. This process will be running in loop. Okay. One more thing, uh, I want to highlight is, whenever you are not getting selected in an interview or getting selected in an interview, what are questions they are asking, right? You have to note it down the same day and try to learn more about that. Okay. So when only when you learn more about the questions that they are asking, similar pattern of questions only next interview they will ask. Okay, then if you have more knowledge about that, you can discuss or talk about that in more detail. So this point is very, very important. If don't, so that is what I'm trying to stress over here. You should not worry about the result. You are getting selected or not getting selected. You should uh, work on the process. So if you think, just I will refer our Captain Cool MS Dhoni. Okay, majority of the interview, post-match interview you see of MS Dhoni. So what he will tell is, so yeah, we performed well, team performed well, and we will just focus on the process. We will take each match and try to play based on situation. We will work on the process. He will be using the word process so much time. So we are not worried about the result. He will also tell, we are working on the process. Our team is doing training. Our team is doing practice for performing better in better in the match. Similarly, you have to focus on the process. Okay. So whatever things they are asking in the interview, you should come home the same day and try to find the solution for that. Okay, from different sites or website, you should read more about that so that your knowledge gets improved. After each interview, that is what I mentioned. Not you didn't know. If you know, then also try to read more about that. Okay, your knowledge will getting improved. Looks for job both in on campus and off campus, both places. You just look for that. Don't get satisfied if you get job offer. Okay, I talked about this earlier itself. Okay, focus on aptitude and technical skills. Aptitude, I think every week aptitude session is there for us. So if you just focus every 2 hours in aptitude itself every week, then itself you can just able to crack that aptitude. Okay, so with interest you need to attend that placement and training classes. Okay, then it will be very much useful for you. Whoever trainer is coming, you should put up many questions. Ask them what is this. If you don't know anything, ask them or refer internet. See, if you want to if you want to get something, you should only take initiative. Okay, someone else will not be there and telling you always that you should do and that. Okay, if for example I want to buy an iPhone. Okay, my salary is very less. I'm just telling, for example, I'm just earning 10 or 15,000 per month. In that case, to buy an 1,10,000 rupees iPhone, if I am very much I need that, what I will do, monthly I will be saving some amount based on my capacity, 1,000 or 2,000. Maybe my dream of owning an iPhone will get completed by 2 or 3 years. So whatever you thing you do, you should take ownership, you should take initiative. Okay. Next, what you should not do, don't give up. Focus on the process and don't worry about the result. This I will stress very much. Okay. So I myself, I sat in many interviews in college. Okay. So this is true story. I'm not making it up. Okay, I'm just making it up. This is a true story. I sat for multiple interviews in college. Uh, Multiple failure I got. Okay, in college placement. Finally, I got one offer also. and I was looking for job outside also. And so what was happening is that during my time, many people got placed before me. Okay, but the biggest positive thing for me was I participated. I took part in multiple interview. The interview exposure that I got from our college was very good. Okay, even if I got selected or not selected, that is a different thing. I did not get selected, then also it was learning for me. So I got so many interview experience that right now in whichever organization I am working, I just got it through our college only. In our college placement group, they told that off campus placement they are conducting. In off campus, directly to the company I went and sat in that interview. So and I just got selected for that job. Okay, so in that HR interview, I still remember the HR was asking me, "You seems to be very good in technical. How is it that?" She was directly asking me because there were multiple tests, coding tests they had, MCQ test they had. So the answer I told that I I love learning about technical things. And one more thing was that I got very good interview experience. So some big companies will be coming in our college. I don't want to name those companies. Some big companies will be coming. Usually people will get placed in that itself, and what will happen is that after that they will forget about interview. Everyone will be like, it is life is settled, everything is over, we got a job, and we are going to work in that company. See, you should, even if you get placed in interview, that's what I'm advising everyone. Don't get satisfied. Try hard for getting more opportunity. There is abundant opportunity in IT industry. So I got placed through off campus only. So right now I'm earning well. Okay, I'm getting based on some big companies there in IT. More than that, I'm earning. I am getting on-site opportunity also. Getting global exposure. I've been to foreign and I have interacted with the customer. I'm getting more opportunity. So everything is good. So just this is the single thing I want to tell everyone. Everyone should focus on the interviewing process, preparation, interviewing process. Result is secondary. Okay, you should not worry about the result. Next thing is how you can apply for job. Many job portals are there, Naukri, LinkedIn, or you can get in touch with people and also apply for jobs. Okay, so almost we are going to get over. Last slide will come. Okay, so these are the bonus point. I will talk just in 5 minutes. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes. I'll just try to close. So the first question is, interview preparation is like a test match. Don't play like T20. Yes. So it is not a short format. It is a long-term game. So you need to put some time and effort and prepare for the interviews. Focus on core computer science subject: algorithm, data structures, operating system, computer networks, TBMS. These things are the basics of computer science, not programming. Computer science I'm taking, or you can consider these things as the fundamentals of software engineering. Okay, you should have an understanding of this. During semester preparation, use standard foreign author textbooks. Okay, this majority people may use this, or some people they may or may not use the foreign author textbooks. What is the foreign author textbook? Is the textbook that is given by college. Okay, so people what they do is, there is a famous publication, technical publication. Before the exam, people will buy that book, and in simple words, in point by point wise, he would give that. Examination point of view, he will give that. We will just read that and write exam, pass the 2 mark and 16-mark question and come. See, if you want to improve your knowledge, you should use the standard resources. Okay, standard resources that is provided by the college foreign author textbooks. If you don't understand something in the foreign author textbook, one thing you can do, ask professor. Second thing you can do, you can Google in the internet and try to understand or learn more about that concept. Use the computer science lab periods efficiently. See, these are some mistakes we are doing. I also made some mistakes at that time. So based on my experience, I'm telling. I don't want my juniors also to make these mistakes. That's why I'm telling. Just for your goodwill. Okay. Use the computer science lab periods efficiently. See, 3 periods will be there, 40 or 50 minutes, something will be there. You are getting nearly 2.5 hours time. After lunch, I think after 1:15 to 3:45, yeah, it will be 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours time, use it very efficiently. Don't gossip in the lab. See, you may think that why this guy is saying like this, he's talking like a professor, why he's giving advice. You may think, I can understand. uh, it's not wrong thinking like that. You are at the stage in your college life. You may some questions like that will be coming to you. Whatever I'm telling to you, it's good for you. Okay. So if you follow this, it will be good for you. That's what I want. Everyone, yeah, everyone use this efficiently. Labs, whatever infrastructure the college is having, just use it efficiently. Our college is having a research lab also. If you want that lab, you can approach our department staff and get that also. Okay. Switch to Linux and learn the terminal magic. So Linux skill is very much important. Try with some basic distro like Linux distro like Ubuntu Linux. Try to use the Linux on the day-to-day basis. Learn the terminal magic means learn how to use the terminal. Okay, Linux terminal is there, how to put the commands and do the operation. If you're interested in coding, you can learn shell scripting also in Linux. Okay, dual boot with Windows. Dual boot means, see, I know it is very difficult to completely boycott Windows, but have Windows and have Linux also. Okay, so both the things you have and get a grip and understanding of Linux. Create interest or topic or concept by reading them from multiple sources. Okay. So if you don't understand something, you should learn from multiple sources, multiple websites, multiple books to improve your knowledge and try to get some understanding. Okay. Create interest of topic or concept by reading about them from multiple. This is what I'm trying to say. So you must create interest for in topics and improve your knowledge by from multiple sources. So don't waste time in social media. Have a daily limit. This is a problem with everyone. I was also having the same problem when you're at college. See, the whatever this big social media company like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever they are doing, like, see, if something you are getting for free, the understanding is that you are the product. Okay, so they are just harvesting, everyone are harvesting your data, whatever you are doing, whatever communication you are doing, everyone, they are monitoring you and they are making profit with that by serving targeted ads. Okay, so I don't want you to quit the social media. You can be active, just have some limit in that. Okay. So the biggest problem now is the mobile phone. That is the biggest problem with most of them. Okay. They are not able to limit the mobile phone usage. Please try to limit that. Try to use your time. Try to use it judicially. Have a daily limit for social media. Limit. I will check WhatsApp at this time only. This much time maximum. Social media I will see 1 hour daily. Like that you should do. Okay. I am also quitting from multiple social media. I don't like Facebook company because they are data harvesting company. Okay, so I don't use their WhatsApp service. I am there in Facebook, but I'm not able to deactivate. They are asking me for Aadhaar card. Think this. Their two-factor authentication code is not coming in my mobile. They are asking me to share proof like Aadhaar card. I won't share that, so I'm not stopped using Facebook. Twitter, Gitter, I'm not using anything. Just using useful sites in internet, doing my work, improving my knowledge. That's what I'll do. Similarly, that is your choice. Be in social media, do not be in social media, but just have a limit in that and understand whatever you're seeing in social media, right? Everything is a virtual world, and whatever they are putting and doing is just for money's sake. Okay, you zero for you, it is 0 rupee benefit. Nothing will be there because many people right now I'm saying they are spending lots and time in social media and wasting the time. Okay, let's just move on. Time is going on. Do your duty. Do not concern yourself with research. Do your duty means work on the process, prepare for the interview, don't worry about the research. And one more thing, final point I just want to tell. So do not stop learning. Okay, see, even if you complete engineering, get placed in a company, start doing the work, do not stop learning. In weekend time or daily basis, try to learn something and improve your skill. Then only you'll become a better software professional. Okay, I think that's all to talk, and I've completed. So if you have any Q&A, you can just ask now itself. You can just directly talk to me. and you can just send in chat. Okay.
Students, you can post your questions in the chat box, or you can
Yes.
unmute.
You can just
speak.
post your questions. See, directly someone is there in front of you. Make use of this time. If you have some other doubt, in the first slide itself,
Ganesh,
just yes, sir.
Ganesh, can you switch on your video?
Okay, I switch on my video, no problem. Can you see it, my video? Hello?
Ganesh. Yes, we can able
You
to
can
see your video.
Yes,
Jairam.
okay. I'm connected to mobile data. There may be some network problem quality. Okay. Yes, guys, you can just shoot the questions. I'll be there for 5 more minutes. Okay, I have to start my work. Right now, I'm working from home from some other state. I'm not in Chennai. Okay. So yes, you can put it in the chat, or you can just okay. Okay, there is some question from Sharon Deepak. Is getting into product-based companies through off-campus is really hard. See, nothing is hard. First thing I will tell is nothing is hard. Whatever you do, if you have interest, if you put effort, if you plan properly, if you follow the steps that I have showed you in these slides, definitely you can get placed into big product-based company. Nothing is hard. Only thing is in product-based company, they do not focus on technology. Okay, they don't care which technology you know, they focus on the problem solving skill. Okay, problem solving skill will be coming on will your solving skill will improve only if you do programming. So you have to do the competitive programming, you have to have good understanding of programming concept, oops and other concepts, and you have to practice the programming in day-to-day basis. So if you love programming, then definitely the product based company is the right place to go. And whatever you are doing, right, if you are enjoying and doing, I don't think it will be like playing cricket or doing something else. Okay, whatever thing you do, if you enjoy and do it will be not it will be not like a burden that I'm learning about this thing, some concepts. If you are very much interested in that, you may not think, oh, I have to go and study this topic, that topic, why I'm doing this kind of questions will not be coming. If you are having a positive intent, you want to get into product based company, you will be following whatever I explained earlier in this slide. It is not at all hard. Only thing they need is someone who has good problem solving skills. That will be coming only if you practice, do coding daily basis. But won't there be any competitors who are experienced in off campus? See, competition is there, everyone, not only in off campus. Right inside your classroom, competition will be there. Once the placement season starts, you see what will happen. No one will be your friend, no one will be your enemy. Everyone will be another candidate who is sitting for interview. Okay, competition is there everywhere. Both the place competition will be there. See, if some competition is coming, you should face that competition. Okay, getting selected in the project off campus is a great thing because many people will be there. Okay, so my when I sat in the off campus interview for my for my interview process, I remember nearly that day Saturday 500 to 600 people came. Of that 500 600 people, 30 people got selected. I was one of those. Okay, each round they are filtering based on different criteria. At last they filtered based on programming questions they gave, and based on the programming skill they filtered. So competition will be there everywhere. You should try to face the competition. Then only you will be getting exposure. See, you should not get into comfort zone. One more thing I want to tell: wherever you are, you should not get into comfort zone. If you get into comfort zone, what will happen is that the career wise growth or career wise growth will get diminished for you. Okay, so wherever you are, you should be ready to face competition. Okay, so you should not worry about that. Any other questions? Which myth you believed in college broke when you entered the IT industry? Very good question, Surya Kumar, ITV. See, biggest myth about the IT industry is you should know about everything. Yeah, that is the biggest myth. Okay, so from fresher they won't be expecting everything. Okay, basic level core computer science concept and understanding of programming, how to write program. That's what their expectation will be. So some myths were telling that you should know like this, you should know like that, then only you will get paid. You should be very good, then only you will pay. It's not like that. So majority, the mass recruiters company, whatever they are trying to, they will be hiring people from different department, right? Some people, they would not have learned computer science itself. Then also they will be working in IT company. So computer science, I would say it is a life skill. There is not any age for computer science. Even if you have become 30, 40 years old, you are doing some business for 20 years, you want to get into computer science. If you have interest, if you have skill, you can get into computer science as 40 years also. See, சிம்பிளா சொல்ல போனோம்னா ஐடி கம்பெனில வந்து திறமை இருந்தா அதிகம் சம்பளம். ஓகேவா? திறமை இல்ல, ஓகே ஏதோ நீங்க ஓட்டணும்னு பாக்குறீங்க ஏதோ ஒரு கம்பெனில இருந்துட்டு அப்படின்னா கம்மியா தான் இன்கிரிமெண்ட் கிடைக்கும், கம்மியா தான் இது கிடைக்கும், ப்ரமோஷன் லேட்டா தான் கிடைக்கும், இல்ல அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ பிக்கஸ்ட் மித் வந்து எல்லாமே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும்னு நிறைய பேர் நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. அப்படி கிடையவே கிடையாது. ஓகே, அது ஒன்று பிக்கஸ்ட் மித். உங்களுக்கு உங்க ஏஜுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும், அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க வந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ நான் இதெல்லாம் சொல்றது வந்து இதெல்லாம் நீங்க பண்ணீங்கனாலே நீங்க ஒரு ஷேப்ல வந்துருவீங்க. இன்டர்வியூலாம் போகும்போது கேட்டா ஓகே எது கேட்டாலும் டக்கு டக்கு டக்குன்னு பதில் சொல்வீங்க. ஸோ இன்டர்வியூ வந்து நல்லா சூப்பரா பண்ணுவீங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ எனி மோர் கொஸ்டின்? Just 2 more minutes. Okay, I'll just wait for 2 more minutes. You can just ask any more questions if you have. Hey, இந்த சோஷியல் மீடியா ஃபேஸ்புக்லாம் டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு பதிலாக லிங்க்டின்ல ப்ரொஃபைல் பில்ட் பண்ணுங்க இப்போலேருந்தே. ஓகே, லிங்க்டின்ல ப்ரொஃபைல் பில்ட் பண்ணுங்க, சின்ன சின்ன ப்ராஜெக்ட்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு லிங்க்டின்ல அதை பத்தி போடுங்க. அது வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு எல்லாமே நெட்வொர்க்கிங் தான். ஓகேவா? இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில வந்தா எல்லாமே நெட்வொர்க்கிங். நான் கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில் பத்தி கொஞ்சம் பேச மறந்துட்டேன், ஷார்ட்டா சொல்லிடுறேன். ஒரு 1 minute. கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில் நல்லா இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஸோ அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். எந்த ஒரு ஐடி கம்பெனி போனாலும் கம்யூனிகேஷன் இன்டர்பர்சனல் ஸ்கில் இஸ் வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஓகே, நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இங்கிலீஷ் படம் இங்கிலீஷ் சீரியல்லாம் இப்போ பாக்குறது ரொம்ப பெரிய ட்ரெண்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு ரொம்ப வருஷமா. அதெல்லாம் பாக்குறீங்களே, சப்டைட்டில் வைக்காம பாருங்க. நிறைய பேர் சப்டைட்டில் வச்சு பார்க்கணும். சப்டைட்டில் வைக்காம பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவங்களோட லிப்ஸ் அவங்களோட பாடி லாங்குவேஜ் வச்சு என்னன்னு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ண பாருங்க. ஏன்னா அப்போ ஃபியூச்சர்ல ஐடி கம்பெனில போறீங்க, ஃபாரின் கிளைண்ட்லாம் ஹேண்டில் பண்றீங்கன்னா நீங்க வந்து புரியணும்ல, அவங்களோட டயலெக்ட் உங்களுக்கு புரியணும்ல. ஸோ இதுவும் ஒரு டிப் நான் சொல்றேன் உங்களுக்கு. ஸோ பேசிக்லி வந்து கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில் ஆல்சோ வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நமக்கு கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்றதுக்கு வீக்லி கிளாஸ் வைப்பாங்க, அதெல்லாம் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா யூஸ் பண்ணிக்க பாருங்க. ஓகே, I'll just wait for one minute. Okay, it's 10:41 now. I'll just wait till 10:42. If any other question you have, guys, you can just ask me. See, இப்போ கொஸ்டின் ஏதோ தோணல, கொஞ்ச நாள் கழிச்சு தோன்றது அப்படி அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது இருக்குன்னா இமெயில் ஐடி கொடுத்துருக்கேன், நோட் டவுன் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் நான் போறேன். ஸோ அந்த ஸ்லைட்ல இமெயில் ஐடி இருக்கு, அந்த இமெயில் ஐடிக்கு நீங்க மெயில் ரைட் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ நான் கண்டிப்பா ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுவேன். ஸோ ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை, உங்களுக்கு நான் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணி என் சைட்ல ஏதாவது ஹெல்ப் பண்ண முடியும்னா உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். ஓகே, ஸோ இதுதான் இமெயில் ஐடி. கொஞ்சம் போல்ட் பண்ணி விடுறேன், வெப்எக்ஸ்ல சின்னதாக தெரியும். Okay. Okay, guys. I think there are no more questions from your side. So once again, I'd like to thank our IT department, Anandi ma'am, Balaji sir, and all other staff who have joined in this session. And thank you, students. Thank you for joining in this session. I hope that the session it was useful for you. Okay. So Okay, everyone just if you are one more thing, if everyone are just eligible for vaccine, and if you are getting vaccine, just put vaccine. Everyone stay safe, and do not go outside unnecessarily. So, okay, stay home, enjoy your studies, and learn new things. Enjoy. Okay, have fun, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ganesh. It
Okay.
was a wonderful technical session for all students.
Okay.
Sure, it will be very useful for a campus placement perspective. Thank you once
Okay.
again.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.